Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 30 of Popcorn Problems. My name is Ilan Pressman, and I'm here with my very good friend and fellow co-host.
Nicholas Tapasco. Every week, we'll make sure you're caught up with the biggest news and movies in Hollywood.
This week we're reviewing Project Hail Mary, one of last weekend's biggest new releases. But before we get to that, what's poppin'? Where we go through the biggest movie stories of the week. What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 30 of Popcorn Problems. That's crazy that we're on episode 30. As you guys know, every 10 episodes we like to have a guest on, so I'm very happy to introduce my friend Angel. What's up,
What's
dude? How you
up?
doing?
What's up, guys? Happy to be on the pod. Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, sir. You want to give us a little introduction? Tell us a little about
Yeah,
yourself, what you do.
uh, I'm Angel. I go to UCF, along with Elon. We both go to film. I'm a
Yes, sir.
barista, and that's fun. And yeah, just here, love movies, ready to talk with my boys about some movie. Love movie. So yeah,
W movie. Hell yeah,
Love
guys.
yeah.
movie.
It's gonna be a good episode. We have honestly a decent amount of stuff to talk about. Just because we got like a lot of
Oh, I'm
trailers and,
excited.
and stuff. Yeah, a lot of
It's
trailers, a
been a
Oh,
lot
big
of
true,
week.
yeah.
yeah, a lot of fun stuff to talk about. Um, I'm going to start with the box office like we always do. This weekend, we brought in a total of $141.8 million, which is up 47.3% from this time last week. Not last weekend, sorry, last year, and up 41% from last weekend. Um, Number one, obviously, Project Hail Mary. It beat the tracking. It pulled in 80.6 domestic,
Damn.
140.9 global. Yeah. It is the biggest opening of 2026 and the second
Damn, really?
yeah, the second best non-franchise debut ever.
Shut
Only
up.
behind Oppenheimer. IMAX and other like premium formats drove 55% of ticket sales.
Interesting.
It's also Ryan Gosling's best opening as a solo lead, and it passed both the lifetime grosses of Blade Runner 2049 and The Fall Guy in 3 days,
Yeah,
which is
Fall,
really great
hard.
for this
Yeah,
movie.
it's hard to beat Fall Guy. It's really hard to beat Fall
Okay,
Guy.
that movie's really underrated, I will say.
I have
I
not
really
seen
do
I
it.
like
think
that
it's
movie.
underrated. I was gonna bring it into convo for Project Hail Mary later, actually, cause
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I have
know.
some.
I'm just glad this movie was like his redemption for like all those movies that didn't do
Yeah,
well, like Fall Guy, and there was like other ones that it came
Yeah,
out with.
because his movies don't necessarily make the most amount of money, like other
Hmm.
than Barbie.
that's true.
Yeah,
He's never like the most successful like
I
actor,
guess yeah.
like box office wise. So it's really cool to see him have like a really good, like successful movie. Um,
Yeah.
at
Um.
number two this week. Oh, go ahead, dude.
No, I was gonna say like, what other solo movies does he have? Like, really? Like,
Blade Runner 2049. I know that one like flopped at the box office.
the Damien
damn.
Chazelle First
Um,
Man movie like flopped as well. I'm pretty
yeah,
sure.
First Man flopped. I
Ironically
know
enough,
The
yeah. So
Nice
First. Oh
like
my
that's
God, I
Guys.
forgot about that movie.
Like The Nice Guys, people like that movie. I like that movie, but it
But
didn't
yeah,
do
it did. That
well
one flopped. Yeah.
in theaters. I
Me,
don't think
Earl and the
Drive
Dying
did well in
Girl.
theaters. Yeah, I just don't think anything that like he's like unless he's it's like an ensemble piece like Crazy Stupid Love or like Barbie where it's like with Margot Robbie and it's like a big IP. He doesn't really make like he doesn't like bring in that much money, so I'm really
Yeah.
happy for him.
for
Yeah, that's
sure.
pretty good. Good for him.
Yeah. At number two this weekend was Hoppers in its third weekend. It brought in 18 million domestic, which was a 37% drop from last weekend. Means that the total of that movie is at 242.6 million globally. It passed Lightyear on all-time box office for Pixar. So
Damn.
I'm happy for Hoppers. Have you seen Hoppers, Angel?
I've yet to seen it. I think I'm gonna see it. Like, just 'cause it looks
You
like a feel
should.
good movie.
It's a good
Like,
movie, bro.
You
It's like
should. It's
it's peak
it's a
comedy.
really good movie, and it felt like old. It felt like classic Pixar. So
that's
definitely do
always
give it a
good.
watch. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember talking to him and like low-key hating the animation a little bit just because it reminded me of the Turning Red animation. But I think that was just like association because I just did not like Turning Red that much.
hmm
So I definitely got to give this one a try for sure.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it. I remember me and Nick both gave it a really good review.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's good.
I can see your like association with Turning Red,
Mm.
um, but I think. Do you know the show? I always say this when I talk about hovers. Do you know the show We Bare Bears?
Bro, yes, I love that show.
It's by the same director,
It's the
the
same
creators
people.
that show.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So like that's why it's
I
kind of
definitely
like
gotta
that
tap in.
simplistic style, but it's good.
Yeah, damn, I like that. Yeah, I have to see. I definitely gotta give it a chance. And like, Pixar at its best is always peak, so gotta tap in.
For sure, bro.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Number three, interestingly enough, I thought it was going to be Ready or Not 2, which that's in number four. So I'm going to get to that in a second. Actually, number three is, I'm sorry if I mispronounced this. It's Durandahar the Revenge, which is a
Interesting.
Bollywood film. Yeah, it pulled in 9.6 million domestic, 28 million global. It's
Right.
a sequel to a Bollywood film, and it broke the North American opening weekend record for a Hindi film. And it did it on only 987 screens, and the film was 4 hours long.
Jeez, bro.
insane.
That is
Yeah.
crazy.
Where the world is
That's
ready
crazy.
for
I've
more
never-
movies.
Yeah, I've never heard of this franchise. I guess it's like a big thing.
Yeah.
I
I
guess.
don't know. Do you guys remember that RR movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, RRR.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. Like they always get like really big headlines like globally. And like sometimes they end up reaching here, but like they like rarely reach here. I feel like the only one I remember is
Yeah.
R or whatever.
Dude, every time I hear the RRR, I think of that like TikTok that's
seal.
like it's like seals. RRR. It's like from the fucking Oscars. That's what that reminds me of. I did watch that movie. It was a really fun movie.
Yeah, I did watch like because it's also so long. I think I watched like 45 minutes of it, and I was like, I can see the appeal here, but I don't know if I want to be here for like 3 hours.
Yeah, I haven't seen
Yeah.
it because of that. I'm like, I don't know if I care.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said before, the number four was Ready or Not 2, Here I Come. Pulled in 9.1 domestic, 11.9 global on a around $20 million budget. The sequel,
Oh, okay.
it topped the original's $8 million, but it wasn't like a crazy increase. I did
Yeah.
watch this, so I'm excited to talk about it.
Are you guys gonna talk about that next week?
No.
Oh, just
I don't-
now.
Yeah.
I'm-
You'll.
Yeah, I'm gonna break it down in what we watched.
Oh, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited here because I was interested that it's not higher up because I feel like marketing wise, I saw that shit everywhere.
Yeah, they did market the shit out of it.
So
I
very
think-
interesting.
I think just people don't know or care about Ready or Not. Loki kind of gets like
Yeah.
confused in the mess. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you
Yeah.
can tell me differently when you talk about the movie alone, but it just kind of gets confused in the
Yeah.
mess
Yeah.
of other horror movies that have.
Hmm.
Yeah, I get that. Okay, so overall this weekend, it is the best weekend of 2026,
Nice.
with nearly half of the domestic haul coming from Project Hail Mary. It's a huge win for Amazon MGM that has had like a strong line of flops recently with Red One and Mercy, which came out earlier this year. The movie needs to reach 500 million to have profit after its $200 million production budget, but hopefully it'll make money. I think
Yeah,
it will just
hopefully.
because of really strong word of mouth. I feel like everyone's talking about it and telling their friends, and I think it's gonna make money over the next few weekends just because of that strong word of mouth.
Definitely.
Yeah, I wanted to talk. Yeah, I was definitely gonna talk about that later. Like the reception for this movie has been insane.
Yeah, so I think that's gonna carry it for many weekends. And I wonder if it's the type of movie that people are gonna go and rewatch multiple times at the theater. It could be because I've been considering going to rewatch it. So
Yeah, I've been considering to rewatch it just because I feel like I missed on some things. But yeah, I'm definitely considering a rewatch. I know a bunch of people that want to rewatch it just because they like loved it. So
yeah,
It's yeah.
yeah, okay.
Or sorry. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
No, I didn't have
Your
anything
turn,
to add.
I'm
All
done.
right, so yeah, I was gonna transition into like talking about the trailers that dropped this week. We got 3 big trailers.
Ooh.
That I
Hell
wanna
yeah,
talk
we
about.
did.
We got these are I'm gonna talk about them, or I'm gonna list them in the order that they released. We got the Dune 3 trailer.
Oh shit.
We got the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer, which recently the headline that it passed 1 billion views, which is the highest view count on a
That is
trailer of all
wild.
time, which is insane. And we
Damn.
got the Moana live action like full trailer. Not
Oh, I
much
did
great
not
to
watch
talk
that.
about that one. Okay, well I did, and I have thoughts.
I
But
did as well.
Okay.
let's start with Dune 3. Let's start with Dune 3.
Wow, wow, we wow.
Yeah, I think it looks awesome. I think it looks really,
Looks
really
great.
great.
I'm gonna be honest. I did
The
not watch the
visuals
Dune
look
3 trailer.
phenomenal.
Sorry.
What?
No, I just said I did not watch the Dune 3 trailer.
No, why not?
I know. I honestly just. I mean, I've seen a lot of clips of it. Sorry, but I interrupted you. Keep going, and then I'll talk about it later.
Keep going.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think it looks really good. I asked my girlfriend what she thought of it, and she said she goes, she goes, it looks just like the other ones, and like yes,
Well, yeah.
but you can see, you can feel the scale of it is bigger.
Yeah.
I think just seeing like the progression in Timothy Chalamet's like character is
Mhm.
crazy. He looks like a completely different person in this one, and I think that's going to be really cool to see performance wise.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird.
Yeah, and the score sounds really
I mean,
good.
yeah, that's
I'm
a given.
really, really excited
That's a
to hear the
fucking
score.
given, bro.
Yeah,
He is
really excited to hear
a
the score.
master. Yeah, I don't know. Talking about that of like just the evolution of it and how she was saying it like looks the same. I feel like with those types of movies, like, you know, your Lord of the Rings or your Star Wars, like if you don't know the context of it, it really like they do all look the same. But like it's like that thing that you were saying that it just like gets bigger. Like Lord of the Rings, it looks the exact same, but it just gets bigger because of the story. Um, so yeah, I'm excited to see what they do. I also think something that's really like cool about this series is like it's only 3 movies and they will randomly like introduce a character like super late. Like the fact that they have such big actors with Anya Taylor-Joy and like Robert Pattinson being there so late is
The
so
cast
interesting.
is crazy,
Like how do you make these characters
crazy.
important in the last movie? Like that's so cool. Like I wonder how they're gonna do it, and they always pull it off.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know that from here on out, the Dune books, like apparently get really fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like something about like a space worm, like it goes like a little off the rails. So I wonder if they'll make
Yeah.
any more.
I don't think they will.
No, I think this is
Honestly.
the last one. Yeah, this is the last
I mean,
one.
this is the last one from Denis.
Yeah, right.
But
Because he's going on to James, to not to James, to Bond. I mean,
yeah,
to James.
I mean, they have that one Dune show, that like nobody. I don't think anybody watched.
Yeah.
And
There was a
I
Dune
didn't watch
show?
it.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
like
Dune
supposed
Prophecy.
to
It was
be
on
like
HBO Max.
establishing
Wow, I did
the Witch
not.
Woman or whatever.
Wow. Yeah, no, I feel like the only thing, like, it has to be just the movies. Like, I don't know. They're so good. Like, on their own, you cannot, like, try to branch that out. It's like a one of its kind, bro.
Yeah, I will say like something something. I didn't watch the trailer, but I did have seen like clips and images here and there.
Yeah.
Just talking about the cast, I love how they fucking transform like these people into just like
Bro, for real.
looking so like not disgusting,
Yeah.
but just like I don't know, almost unrecognizable. And I'm just like excited to see.
Yeah, they did it with Austin Butler
Yeah,
last
completely.
time.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, Austin
Um,
Butler's was insane.
Bro, I think
Yeah,
the
we got
Baron
Robert
so
Pattinson
cool.
here.
Huh?
Robert Pattinson.
Oh yeah. I'm talking about
Yeah.
Like Pattinson. Like yeah, I'm very excited to see his performance. I think I keep seeing like tweets online there like the accent that we're gonna get, the voice that he's gonna get from this character
His little weird
is gonna
voice.
be
I'm so excited to
insane.
hear it.
It's gonna be indescribable.
His freak voice. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. They always get a little freaky in those movies, so ready for the freak
Yeah,
off.
it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah. All right. So that's the Dune 3 trailer. Let's move into the elephant in the room.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, the brand new day trailer. Dude, I mean,
It looks
I'm gonna be
phenomenal.
the one to say it. Yeah, it's gas. It looks
It's gorgeous.
phenomenal. Nick, let's hear what you thought about the trailer since you didn't talk about the Dune 3 trailer.
Oh,
I'm sure you saw
sure.
this one.
Hit it.
I mean, fuck me, man. It's not just like an exciting trailer for the movie. It's also just like a good, like, well constructed, well edited trailer. You know what I mean? Like, there's
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of parts of it that are just like. I think I noticed it not just when watching the trailer, but also just like the memes that came after it. It was just like this was almost
Yeah.
designed to be kind of like shared and relatable, but also like that's just the movie. That's just what I'm expecting. I
Yeah, it's
guess,
like
the movie.
it's like the
That's
clip
Spider
farming
Man.
trailer.
And that's Spider
That's
Man
Spider
exactly.
Man.
Like it's just a perfectly, it's a really perfectly edited trailer. Um,
Yeah.
I'm 100% on board. I mean, I was on board ever since I saw Wonder Man season 1. Uh,
Mhm.
with directed by some episodes directed by Daniel Destin Cretton, who's now making Spider Man.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I mean, this guy gets it. This guy gets it. And now with some of the shots, I will say I'm a little too afraid that it'll lean too much on, I guess, referencing comics. I don't know if those shots were just like
I agree.
were like meant to be just for the trailer or like are actually going to be in the movie. Weird if it was just in the
Yeah.
trailer, I suppose. I kind of do like it. I do like the other approaches that for example, like Homecoming was like very much based on like other like teen films, and then like
Yeah.
the original Spider-Man movies by Sam Raimi, like he has his own particular style. I'm just like
Mhm.
afraid of it leaning too much on like referencing comics and like being so associated with comics, but like regardless, it's
Yeah, even if it
I'm on
is.
for the ride, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's so exciting.
Even if it isn't like that's just the theme of that movie, like that's something cool.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
like the
yeah, yeah.
Spider-Verse type stuff where
For
it's like
sure.
the entire animation is just the comic book, like stuff like that. It is cool.
It
So
is
it's
no,
gonna be
for
cool
sure.
to see.
It's like cool to see regardless. Like yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, needless to say, I think it looked phenomenal. I think the visuals were just so great.
Yeah.
I think it looked so beautiful. Like you can hate on the reliance on comicness, but I think the comic book cover recreation looked insanely like it meant, that shit means something to me. You know,
No, I mean it's
like
good. Like I like it. I'm just
uh,
I guess I'm afraid of
yeah,
movies.
I feel like the trailer like leaves so many, like it gives you just enough like answers to maybe what the movie might be about, while also like leaves me asking so many questions,
Mm-hmm.
and almost more confused than I was before on what the movie's about.
Yeah.
It was
I love
great
shit like
seeing
that.
Frank Castle. I love like him getting like censored by Pete. That was so great. Um, the fact that we're getting the fucking Punisher, John Bernthal Punisher,
That
on
is
the big
insane.
screen
No, for real.
is like crazy to me. I think back. You can ask Nick. Like, I was in the trenches, like watching
Nick?
Daredevil.
Huh.
Like Nick is right here, like our co-host Nick.
No, I know. I'm saying like Nick, is this true?
Oh,
Yeah, like I was in the trenches watching Daredevil, like week
He
to week,
was, bro.
pretending it was like a new season. Like, I'm gonna give myself one episode a week, so it feels like it's dropping weekly.
no, bro.
And yeah, it was crazy. And now here we are. Daredevil
I know,
season
that's
2
really
literally
fucking
premiered
cool,
the
bro.
night of this episode recording. When I'll talk about it later. And we have John Bernthal in Spider-Man, so it's crazy.
Yeah, no,
It's
it
crazy.
really does look amazing. Like the visuals are beautiful. Shit like that's like really cool. Like I am someone that I feel like I'm allergic to fun, so I always criticize fan service just a little bit. But I do like fan service, especially when it comes to like when it's done right, when it's like it's not just there for no reason, like comic book style, like those shots, like Nick was saying. I hope that it's doesn't rely on it too much, because then it like when it's overdone, sometimes it might look too like cheesy or stuff. Even though like in the trailer it looks like beautiful, um, hopefully it's just like not all the time. Uh, but overall it does just like look really, really good. Like it looks really different from all the other Spider-Man movies so far. So
Yeah, I'm also
Yeah,
excited
it
about like the
definitely has
jump.
its own style.
Yeah, for
yeah.
sure.
I love the direction it's taking though, of like the more serious approach.
Mm-hmm.
And like the way everyone's talking about it on the internet of like, oh, depressed Peter Parker, it's like that's true though, bro. Like that's always the fucking best. Like I can't wait to see like the mood and tone of this movie, bro.
Bro, they made my boy fighting for his life, dude. His life sucks. He has
Bro,
nothing.
I mean, that's
That's
how he
messed
should
up,
be,
bro.
bro. That's
It's
my
great. I
Spider-Man. That's
love
my
it. I
Peter
love
Parker right there,
it.
bro.
He
He
really
should be
is,
Yeah,
bro.
struggling
I love it. I love it. I love
on the
it.
brink all the time. Yeah, no. Also,
Yeah.
wait, one more thing, bro. I'm really excited to see the Hulk. Like, I want to see Hulk. And
Yeah.
Oh,
from what
true.
I've heard of like leaks, I don't know if I should. Maybe I shouldn't say this actually. But from what I've heard from leaks, like it seems very interesting what they might do with him. And whatever happens, I'm excited to see like a good like. No more Professor Hulk or anything like that. Like, I just want to see
Yeah.
good, like, fucking Hulk action, dude. And no Red Hulk either, bro. That shit sucked, bro. Right?
Yeah,
don't get me
that shit
started on
was
Brave
that was
New
so ass.
Dude. Yeah, I really wonder how they're gonna address that movie in Doomsday.
They're just not.
I'm just not.
They're
Yeah, I
bro.
just not.
They're gonna forget about it, bro. Like they
There's
like
no need to.
they're gonna do an Eternals with
I
it.
would love to, but they got the Falcon, like Joaquin Torres in that one, and they're gonna have to,
Hey,
I
remember
don't
that
know.
time in Washington? Wasn't that weird? All right, let's go fight Doctor Doom.
Yeah, just trying to
That's
excuse
all they're
it.
gonna say, bro.
Yeah, I guess the lore with the Hulks, I feel like it's just so cooked right now. Like, are they gonna address
Yeah.
like She-Hulk? Are they gonna address Scar, like his son? Like, are we gonna like that has to come up, right?
I completely forgot about that.
That,
Holy
like-
shit.
Bro, his son? Hello? Like,
Why does he have a son? I didn't even know that.
did you not know that?
That's
I
crazy,
did not know he has
bro.
a son. This
That's
is the craziest
so
thing in my
fucking
life.
Funny.
It was
Yeah,
literally
She-Hulk.
in the
Final
last episode of
She-Hulk.
She-Hulk. I don't think I do not
And he
believe
had-
you.
Jesus
He had the
Christ.
funniest hairline. He looked so bad. Hold on, I'm sending it into the chat so that you can see it, Angel.
That's just so crazy. Oh, Jesus Christ. That cannot be real. That has to be real.
No. I kid you not. That's from
Dude,
the.
I
that's-
cannot believe Marvel did these things,
Yeah.
dude.
And fun fact, Daredevil is in that scene at that table
Oh my
when
God.
this happens. That show was a joke, and Nick actually likes that show. So.
Oh, interesting.
Listen, it's something
the best
different,
part.
all right. I don't have to explain myself to you fools, all right.
Sometimes I eat
I like
slop.
She-Hulk.
Okay.
I don't like Scar. Though. No, you know what?
Oh my
I like
God.
She-Hulk even with Scar, because you know what? If we didn't have She-Hulk, we wouldn't be laughing about it today. Wouldn't that be true? Wouldn't that be true, Alan?
Wow.
Yeah.
Words
I
of
have a quick-
wisdom.
I have a quick side tangent. Speaking of like She-Hulk,
Uh-huh.
have you guys heard of the Star Wars show The Acolyte?
Yes.
I feel like I've heard of it. I know nothing about it.
All right, it was the one that dropped a couple years ago, and it was like universally hated. Like it was like terrible.
Mhm.
Like it was just like so stupid, right?
Was it the one with the guy with the Squid Game?
Yeah. No.
Yes.
Oh,
that- it was that show,
Okay.
right? Dude, so I was at a convention this past weekend. I was at MegaCon, and I'm waiting a line for something, and I see this guy behind me. He's wearing an Acolyte shirt.
Jesus Christ.
I was shocked. I was like,
Bro.
no, wait. I was like, I have to ask. Do you actually like the Acolyte? He was like, yes. He was like,
Yo.
yes. I met the one Acolyte fan. Like,
That's
in the
actually
world.
insane, bro.
The only one that
Like,
exists.
I met the one She-Hulk fan and the one Acolyte.
Did you
fan.
ask him why? Did you ask
Dude.
him why?
Yeah, and he gave me some like bullshit excuse. He was just like a Star Wars fanboy.
That's so dumb.
But yeah, it was crazy. It was so funny just because that show is so awful. I've never met a single person that likes it, let alone enough to wear a shirt of it.
Bro,
Yeah, to wear a shirt. bro.
let that be one of the only Star Wars shows I ever watch, and then be like, that was pretty good. That was pretty good, actually.
That'd be insane, dude. I feel like all of these Star Wars shows are
the
so
thing
trash.
is, bro, that's some. Whoa.
yo, you
Watch
got
yourself.
heated a little bit here.
Yeah.
Really?
This is fighting words,
Sorry,
boys.
sorry.
All right. I don't. Watch what you say, buddy.
I won't take it back, but I'll apologize.
All right. I will say the modern Star Wars slop is problematic.
Yeah.
Which me and Nick have spoken to a large extent about the current state of Star Wars. Although I will say, before Project Hail Mary, they did play the new Mando trailer, and I say this every time, but every time I see that new trailer, it looks really good. I'm really
Okay.
excited for it, which is crazy because I talked so much shit about that first trailer. I thought it looked so bad, and yeah, I don't know. I'm really looking forward to it.
I've completely disconnected myself from Star Wars at this point. I didn't even know they were making a Mando movie. I love
Dude,
it
that's
a lot.
crazy.
Damn.
That's crazy. So yeah, so that's that first the Spider-Man trailer. Last, I will quickly want to mention the Moana trailer. Nick, I can only assume that you saw this, right?
Yeah.
This is
I have,
yeah.
unfortunately.
Um, it is
Unfortunately.
somehow worse than that first trailer that they dropped, which I thought looked really bad. Um, it looks soulless,
I mean, it
and
is soulless. There's
it's
like nothing to
truly
it. I can
a two
literally see
hundred
like
million
the.
dollar vanity project for Dwayne Johnson that
I'm
went
dead.
wrong. Did you see what he looks like, Angel?
I think I have in the live action one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
no,
looks
he
so
looks so
terrible.
bad, bro. He looks
I
horrifying.
can literally.
I actively started laughing.
I can literally see like the edges of the like studio corner where in the green screen room when they
Dude,
filmed
I'm
this
crying.
on the
This is
back.
not real.
Like it's so bad. I'm exaggerating, but it's genuinely.
Yo, this is not real.
I don't even.
Don't even get me started on Tamatoa.
That's what I.
I
Oh,
cannot believe this.
I wanted to say that too. It's just like it's basically animated entirely, you know, in CG. I don't
So
And
think
it
bad,
just
wow.
looks worse.
I don't think they used a drop of real water on that set. Um,
Mm-mm, no, no, no.
No,
and
no, it looks soulless. The performances look and feel soulless compared to
mhm.
like the beauty of like the original. It's so sad.
They made this shit in 2 weeks.
LMAO.
In Sora,
Bro,
they
100%.
actually
Sora,
I
bro.
can
like
100%
This
see that.
lighting is insane. Like the light, the picture of the Rock, the lighting looks so horrible, bro. Like this is not
the CGI
real.
looks really bad all around. There's just one like shot of like Maui as like a shark.
Yeah.
Like he turns into like a shark or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks like shit.
Dude, I'm dead. This looks like an old
Um,
Navy ad.
Also, yeah, like you said, like Tamatoa, and also just all the environments. It looks so bad to the point where like I could just see them using the same models that they did in the original movie and
Yeah.
just like upscaling them, RTX upscaling them, AI, whatever. Um,
This wow.
and then yeah, I don't know. I just don't understand the point. I mean, I've said this every single time there's a new trailer for Moana or a new trailer for insert next Disney live action slop here, um,
Dead ass.
but like yeah, like it's just pointless. I don't want to watch these movies. I still sometimes I do. Do I pay for them? No.
Yeah,
Um,
no.
yeah, like it's just
yeah,
sad. It's just pointless. I just really can't wait for all of us to combust into a thin particle of dust.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
and the unfortunate thing is that this is gonna make $1 billion, right?
You
This
think
is gonna
so?
So
make
much
I
pie.
don't. You know what?
a
I don't think so. I have a weird suspicion that like
Really?
people are gonna catch
dude.
the cynicalness of
People
it all.
love Moana, dude. I think you're underestimating how
Yeah.
much people that shitty Moana 2 that came out that stitched together Disney Plus Frankenstein of a movie made $1 billion.
That's
This is
wild.
essentially that beloved first one that like all the kids love and know the songs. Um, this is gonna make a stupid amount of
Was
money.
it okay? But
Dude, it's literally a
was
hack.
was the Little Mermaid successful?
No, it wasn't, but that's because
But that had
that had like
controversy.
controversy. That had controversy,
Okay, fair.
and although I did enjoy the movie, people consider it not to be a good film.
Yeah. I was gonna ask, what did Lilo and Stitch do? Was that one
That one
bad?
also made
Lilo and
$1
Stitch hit $1
billion.
billion,
Okay, yeah.
and
So
yeah, it was
nah, dude.
bad.
Moana's gonna
It
do.
was
Moana's
bad.
gonna do. Fucking 2 billion, bro. Like everyone, like Elon was saying, everyone fucking loves this movie.
Yeah,
Like,
I also think
it's a cop
Moana
out.
3 is in production. It's like they're riding on the coattails of Moana right now. It's one of their biggest franchises.
I mean, my thing is
I don't
just
see
like
these remakes ever stopping.
my thing is just like also I feel it just looks so boring and soulless And I feel
Yeah.
like there, I would like to think, because also Snow White didn't do well. I guess that one also had controversy attached to it as well. So
Hmm.
that's.
Well, yeah, that one sucked. I
But
really thought
but
after
honestly,
Snow White
like
that
from the vibe of
these
the
movies were
trailer.
dead.
What? Sorry.
I said I thought that after these movies, that after Snow White, these movies would be dead,
No,
and then Lilo and Stitch made a bill,
Yes.
and
Yeah,
they're
then
honestly,
never gonna
same.
stop it.
But that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from this Moana trailer. Is kind of like in the sense of, um, I don't know how to explain it, but like there are like Lilo and Stitch isn't the same sort of live action as The Little Mermaid or Moana, but maybe I'm also just associating Little Mermaid with Moana because they're both aquatic, but I just think it just looks so
Yeah.
soulless and so boring and so uninspired from anything else from what the original Moana film was, that I would like to think that kids are gonna find it boring.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't.
I
But
hope
also
so.
maybe I'm completely and utterly wrong. Like I could also just see the world where
Yeah.
it gets a billion because that's an easier, more understandable world to live in. Like it makes sense.
Yeah, Moana doesn't have that cute ass live action Stitch to write on that they were
That's very
fucking
true.
putting everywhere.
That's very true.
That's true.
So
And Stitch
we'll
is just
see.
a really really popular character, so hopefully
It's
it'll be
impossible not to
yeah
hit a billion with Stitch, bro. He is so marketable.
yeah. But dude, but then like the live action Tangled is gonna come out, and that's also gonna make a shit ton of money because people love Tangled. Like they're just
Bro,
not gonna
dude,
stop.
really? Do little kids still fuck with Rapunzel like that? I don't know. I'm not tapped in with the
I mean,
kids.
I
So.
would watch it. I
I don't
actually
know.
like Tangled a
I
lot.
I
feel
do
yeah
like
I feel
Tangled, yeah.
like Tangled's like a pretty popular movie,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I will say out of any of these movies, it does lend itself to being
Yeah. True.
um
A live action
a
adaptation.
live action. Moana doesn't. Moana is
That's
inherently
true.
the type
That's
of movie
true.
that like thrives in the fact that it's an animated film
Mm-hmm.
and is not like restricted by the constraints of like real life filmmaking, right?
Yeah.
You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can do the crazy aquatic shit or the crazy turtle monster that sings and dances because it's an animated
Hell yeah.
film. But it's like it's gonna look like shit when you bring it into real life because no matter how much money you pour into it, it's still probably not enough money for it to look
Yeah.
good. You know?
The only one
Yeah.
of these that I have any sort of semblance of hope is maybe Tangled, also maybe Hercules. I know they're making that one.
Are
Mhm.
they? They've been doing that for years.
I mean,
Dude. Do
they
you really
released
think
like a
that's
new
gonna happen?
slate, and it's still on there. I think they released one like in their last quarter or something like that.
Uh huh.
I don't think they
It seems
canceled
really
it or
hard to
anything.
make that.
But I think and maybe also I'm just like a shill for like methodical like stories like that. Like I like the
Yeah.
Greek gods and everything like that. But I don't know. That's another one where with some sort of touch up, it could be interesting visually. Um, maybe but now that I'm saying that, will it be interesting visually? Probably not. They're just gonna go the easy route of making them like look like the fucking Descendants characters or whatever.
Yeah, bro.
But like it's just I don't know. I think there could be something interesting done with that film that could also lend itself to live action, like on some Percy Jackson shit. But who
Yeah,
knows?
definitely.
Yeah, this film looks like ass. I want it eviscerated.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks
Boycott
terrible.
Moana.
Yeah. So yeah, that's like the trailer talk. I just have a few last headlines that I want to mention before we move into what we watched. Wonder Man season 2 got greenlit,
Yeah.
which is really awesome. Really happy about that. We finally got a release date for the Punisher special presentation. It's officially titled The Punisher: One Last Kill. It's premiering on May 12th. Which is the week after Daredevil season 2's last episode drops. So that's really cool. It's just an extension of that. This is an interesting piece of news here. We have that Sony and Pop Mart officially launch a live action slash CGI Labubu movie with Paul King directing and Steven Levinson co-writing. Paul King is the guy behind the Wonka film and the Paddington movies.
Jesus
Um,
Christ.
Yeah, this feels like Michael Bay directing the Skibbity Toilet movie.
Yeah, somebody. I forgot. Oh my god, I forgot that was a thing. Somebody shoot me, bro.
I mean,
Yeah, right.
Holy
What are we
shit.
doing? I'm in pain. That hurts to hear. Shit like that hurts
I
to
was gonna
hear.
say none of those words are like in the Bible, bro. Like none of those words. Like hearing them all
Michael
together,
Bay
like even though
skibbity
Paul
toilet
King is a
movie.
talented director and like he could actually do something with this movie, just like hearing it all together, Wonka, Paddington, Pop Mart,
And
Sony, like everything, bro. It
it's
was.
disgusting.
I
It's
wanted to bro my
disgusting.
legs. I would, bro. Like I was done. I was done with that. But you know, it could be interesting.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, Paul King. If there is a guy to do it in a maybe not soulless way, it's Paul King. So
Maybe it's actually cute as fuck. I can see it being cute as fuck. We'll see.
Dude, I just Labubu, like what can you this feels like the Emoji Movie where it's like what could you possibly make a movie about this? Like I remember like when the Emoji Movie got announced, I was a kid. So I was like, "Oh, that's so cool." But now I'm thinking like what poor writer got tasked with like you have to come up with an entire kids film about emojis.
Hey, he low-key
Like,
fucking ate that shit up though.
did he
I was
though?
not.
No.
I will
Like, I
say.
don't know. And the fact that it's like a live action CGI hybrid, like I feel like it should have been animated.
It's gonna be like the Smurfs movie watch. It's gonna be
Yeah,
so fucking good.
It could
And
be.
we all love the live action Smurfs movie, so
well, I do. At
I
least that
like.
first
Yeah,
one.
they're fun. I'm not gonna
when
lie.
I
they are
when I
fun.
watched it as a kid, that was my favorite thing ever, so I can't hate on it. I haven't
Well,
rewatched
I
it,
don't
but
think I don't think I could rewatch it because it probably won't hold up. But listen, I remember
yeah.
Neil Patrick Harris being the fucking goat, Gargamel.
Yo,
Like,
Oscar nominee for
great.
that in my eyes.
Real.
yeah, it was great. It was great. And the CGI looked better than most movies these days. So,
Mm.
so yeah. Last piece of news, and then we're done with what's poppin', is that Kirsten Dunst joins the sequel to a Minecraft movie alongside returning stars Jason Momoa and Jack Black. It's assumed that she's going to be playing Alex. Sure. Okay.
I didn't know they were making a sequel.
Of course they're making a sequel. Chicken Jockey.
Oh, is it gonna still be by the Napoleon Dynamite guy?
That's a good question. Probably. I hope so.
Yo, if it
Makes
is, I'll go
sense.
in and watch it. I low-key fucking adored the Minecraft movie.
It was. Fun.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Wait, I have
me-
another piece of news actually.
Yeah, Jared Hess. Yeah.
Oh, really?
He,
Oh, nice.
He's directing it. Yeah.
I have another piece of news.
What's up? Go ahead.
So, OpenAI has officially declared, without giving out many details, that they will be shutting down their Sora AI video system
W.
or whatever they're doing.
Charlie Kirk's like legacy is gone.
And also, because of that, Disney is backing out of their $1 billion deal to integrate AI into like Disney Plus and like other things.
Oh
Go
my
ahead.
god.
Because they
story.
no longer have Sora because they were going to use that whole system to do that. So yeah, I think that's very interesting.
That is interesting. I feel like Disney's gonna move on to the Buddy Cloud.
Lil Baby, or just any. They'll just make their own AI.
Yeah, exactly. They'll have their own fucking servers that take up a lake.
It'll be they'll upload the
Yeah.
consciousness of Walt Disney into it.
Do you guys remember
Yo,
when
wow,
like,
Mickey
they
Mouse
added,
AI, that would go hard.
when they added like Darth Vader into Fortnite that you could like talk to,
Yeah.
and they got him like saying slurs and stuff? That was crazy.
Ooh.
Like I just
Wow.
don't think this AI stuff should be integrated with like kids. Like I
Oh,
just
hell no.
don't.
Oh,
think-
definitely not.
Yeah, it's like bad.
That shit's like, that's like drugs to a child. It's just gonna like fry their brain forever. Like, they're not gonna know how
Yeah.
to think.
Totally. All right, so that's the end of what's poppin' and brings us into what we watched. Nick, do you want to start us off this week?
Oh, what are you kind of caught me off guard. Angel, do you want to start us off this week with what we?
I'm gonna
what did you?
start us off this week by saying I didn't really watch much, guys, and I'm sorry to disappoint you guys.
You're good.
I did watch a movie called Project Hail Mary, which we will be talking about later, but I can talk about a movie that I watched not too long ago.
Go ahead. Yeah.
The last movie that I probably watched was Dog Day Afternoon. What a
Okay.
fucking
That's a great movie,
classic!
bro.
That was beautiful. Have you guys watched it?
Yeah.
No, no, I haven't, but I really want to watch the play on Broadway with
I saw
John
that.
Bernthal and Yvonne Moss Backrack.
If you watch the movie, you're gonna see that that casting is like really good. Um, that is such a good movie, bro. And the fact that it's also like a low key like a trans rights movie,
Hmm.
like only a little bit, but like kind of like that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I
Really, it is? For
kind
the
of.
time? That's crazy.
No, I know.
Yeah.
The first time I watched it, I was super surprised by it too.
Yeah,
Um,
it was also interesting to see the turnaround that it's a true story and that like they made it only 2 years after the story happened. Like that's insane.
oh really? I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, it
Damn.
was a crazy turnaround.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crazy
That's
movie,
crazy.
dude. Like it's a classic. I really love how much it like also takes its time with like the crime, and like
Yeah.
it's not like super rushed or like heavily edited or like needs like
Mm-mm.
special style or anything like that. It's just
Yeah.
kind of simple in the way that it wants to demonstrate itself. And yeah, it's just
Yeah,
like
and I
great
think the like
performances all around.
story, yeah, I think the story like benefits that in like the writing because
For
it's like
sure.
it does kind of feel like a play, and since the situation that they're in is so, like it's a bank robbery, you
Hmm.
know, it's like high stakes. That alone is gonna make that anxiety be there. So like taking its time with it is really cool instead of just like they're frantic the entire time.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
it's really cool.
No, man, totally.
Yeah.
It's a
What
great
about
movie.
you?
What
What
have
about
you?
you guys?
Yeah, okay, fine. I'm gonna yeah, don't get ask me twice to talk about Daredevil. So I just am freshly off of watching the premiere of Daredevil Born Again season 2, episode 1. And I gotta say, it's almost as if the show never. It's almost as if the original Daredevil show, I should specify, never went away. This, after while I really enjoyed season 1 of Born Again, it was definitely a Frankenstein season between two different
Mm.
visions of the original vision of it taking a new direction, and then the reworked vision after the writer's strike, where they kind of decided to make it more of a continuation of the original show. So it was Frankenstein between those two visions. This season is just the new vision of it being a continuation, um, and it is so great. They set up so many interesting ideas and plot lines. They show the devastating. I will say, this show does put like Peter Parker on like fraud alert, because the situation in New York City right now, if you watch the show, is like kind of fucking insane. Like it's like crazy what's going on, like the corruption and all that. And I know my Peter wouldn't let that shit slide. So it, that's whatever. But I mean, it's shot really well. Something about Daredevil has always been like a higher quality project in the way like it's made. So you really get that elevated filmmaking in this. It's so nice getting Matt and Karen back on screen, and their relationship is really great. We haven't seen Jessica Jones yet, which we know is returning in the season, but she does get name dropped in this episode. And they, interestingly enough, connected it to like the Thunderbolts. They name
Wow.
dropped like Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, like Val.
Mm.
Um, she's like working with Fisk, which is pretty interesting. That was pretty cool. Um,
Whoa.
just adds to like, yeah, that's like an interesting
Yeah, that's the cool thing about it being
like,
part of like Marvel now is that like they can just like do that shit if they really want to
yeah,
and just like connect the world in like little ways that I mean probably don't
yeah,
really matter but like matter because it's the same world and like it's something to be worth, it's something of value.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Matthew Lillard is in this season. He's
Really?
playing
Oh, interesting.
a new like antagonistic character that's kind of working with Fisk. And Matthew Lillard, he's doing his thing. I love
Of
Matthew
course.
Lillard, and he's doing his Matthew Lillard thing of just
He's
being a
really getting his
wacky and like
paycheck
crazy
lately.
guy. Like
And the
he's so
goat.
good yeah, he's so good at his thing, and he's doing it in full force here. Um, yeah, like it was just one episode, but I feel like it moved things along, and people that seen the whole season, like critics, A, they called this season like the best season of Marvel television yet,
Oh
which
wow.
is really exciting. And B, they said that the first two episodes are like the slow episodes. So if this is like the
Mm.
slow episode, like we're really in for a treat. And I'm really, really, really excited for what is to
How
come
long is it?
in Daredevil. And I'm going to be talking about it week to week. It's I think 8 episodes, 9 episodes,
How long is each episode?
Oh nice.
like 50 minutes to an hour. I know next week they're dropping episodes 2 and 3 like at the same time, and then after that it's gonna be one a week, and then after the finale it's gonna be the Punisher special.
Interesting, bro. Okay, you know what? You're really getting me hyped for this. I was not watching with you an hour ago because I am very interested in kind of in the involvement of the larger Marvel universe. Um,
Dude, yeah, it's definitely setting up some interesting stuff. I also really want to say it's really like crazy watching what's going on compared to some real life stuff that's happening. It's eerily similar, and definitely makes you like uh, uncomfortable
can you
knowing that.
can you say
Yeah,
what real life
so
stuff it's similar to?
yeah, so there's okay. So pretty much the idea in this season is that at the end of the last season, Fisk has pretty much total control of New York. He is mayor, and he enabled martial law. He set up an anti-vigilante task force,
Mm-hmm.
which pretty much gives them like unchecked power. Pretty much, he just corrupted all of New York. Like everyone is like evil now. Pretty
Mm.
much, everyone's like under in his pay shit in his pocket.
Okay.
Um, and let's just say there's some very interesting similarities between the anti-vigilante task force and like ICE.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And I think there's definitely been comparisons made to Kingpin and Trump. Um,
Does he have his
it's just a
accent?
lot of
That'd be funny.
no, but just like the way I don't know, it's just a lot of stuff to think about. And I'm not the only one that's made these comparisons. There's a lot of stuff I've seen online.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I just think it's really good. I'm really happy to be in a world where we're getting like at this point yearly Daredevil seasons.
Yeah,
Um,
that's pretty cool.
yeah, I'm really excited to see where it's gonna go next week, and it ended on a quite a cool cliffhanger like this episode. So I'm very excited.
Dope.
That's good.
Dope.
Gonna have to check it out for sure.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see. You said is the hand part of it? Because I also know the hand is part of the new Spider-Man film, or something like that. Or I may be wrong
So
about that.
the hand, yeah, the hand is a Daredevil thing, and they were part of the original show, like the seasons 1 and 2
Mm-hmm.
of the original show, but they haven't shown up in like a while. Like they didn't show up in season 3 of Daredevil, and they didn't show up in Born Again season 1 or this episode. But to be fair, in the context of like what happened in Daredevil, like I'm pretty sure the hand got defeated.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
because that's like the Defenders stuff, right? There's I'm kind of fuzzy on the Defenders stuff, but I'm pretty sure they at least like took down a bunch of the hand. So I know this like it's gonna be like a new take on the hand in Spider-Man. So it's gonna be like very different than Daredevil. It's gonna be like an expanded version. I wonder if they're gonna tie it into the. I feel like there has to be some correlation between like this season and the movie, but we'll have to see.
For sure. Yeah. No. I'm like I said, I'm really excited to see because I mean I like Daredevil as a character. I have not seen the show. Probably only like season 1, I think, and barely even that.
Hmm.
I appreciate it though for what it is, and like I said, like I am excited to see this new season, even if I haven't seen anything else. Just because I'm interested in good TV, and I'm also
Yeah,
interested in the
exactly.
larger, like I said, the larger Marvel world and kind of like how it connects and how it adds to it. Because I also think Daredevil is an interesting perspective that isn't seen a lot. Kind of like that underground, that grimy New York, Frank Castle sort of like quote unquote real, more quote unquote more bloody version of the Marvel universe or perspective.
Yeah.
Um,
Blind.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like, like yeah, like I'm just interested to see like that world in what we consider the PG-13 or PG movies that we
Yeah,
get.
that's true.
So yeah.
Yeah. I also last point on Daredevil is I saw somebody I keep saying that I see things online, but I saw somebody online point out that this is like a kind of a crazy string of like Marvel projects from Wonder
Yeah.
Man to Daredevil Born Again to Punisher to Brand New Day to Doomsday, and it could be like Marvel's like second coming, like it could be their renaissance.
That's very
If all of the
true.
projects turn out good and are successful.
If that's a
That'd be
very
cool.
big if for Doomsday. I
Yeah.
feel like we might be misshooting that a little bit.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, hey,
Yeah.
listen, I'd be down for a renaissance. I'm so and you're not wrong. It has been honestly an incredible Marvel. Like what happened before Wonder Man? What came out before that?
Uh, Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four. Were there any shows that dropped last fall for Marvel? I don't think so. Was there?
I feel like they're.
Like,
I don't want to say anything.
I don't think so. I think it was Fantastic Four and then Thunderbolts before that. Right?
I'm looking it up.
I feel like Ironheart was in the summer, but Ironheart did come out between
No,
Thunderbolts
Ironheart
and
was I think the one before Wonder Man. Oh, and we got
was it?
Daredevil
Okay,
as
you might.
well, but that happened.
No, Daredevil. Daredevil was before Thunderbolts. Daredevil was
Oh,
March
okay.
last year.
Oh, Ironheart was June 24th, and
So yeah, that was before. That was before Fantastic
yeah, that was
Four.
before. And then the friendly Spider-Man, the animated show.
Yeah, but
Oh yeah.
okay.
So I
All
guess
right.
what was my point in saying that?
Um.
Yeah, I mean, I guess since Wonder Man, it's been pretty solid. Okay, I'm pretty confident in Brand New Day that it's going to be pretty solid as well. Um,
Yeah.
hey, listen, I'll just wanted to say one thing. Wonder Man season 2 got Wonder Man got a new season 2. Moon Knight didn't. Fuck you, Moon Knight
Yeah.
fans. Wonder Man fans on top. No, I'm kidding. I like I like that. I like season 1 of Moon Knight as well. I think it deserves a second season, but thank fuck we got a Wonder Man season 2, bro. I was really worried about that. I was really worried that we weren't gonna do that, but I'm glad.
Yeah, it's great that it's getting a season 2. I'm very happy. Nick, did you have anything that you wanted to talk about that you watched this week?
I unfortunately did not watch anything this week. I've been very busy, but
All
I don't
right.
think other than, of course, our future attraction.
Our
Yeah,
main
so
entree.
I do want to get to our main review, so I'm gonna like speed up here. Invincible premiered. I'm not gonna dive too deep into Invincible. I guess I'll wait until the season wraps and then I'll give my deep thoughts into Invincible. But I'm really liking the season so far, and I did watch Ready or Not 2. Here I come. I thought it was really fun. I watched the first one for the first time like last week in preparation for this, and I thought I had a great time. It was Samara Weaving. It was really fun. Catherine Newman was a fun addition, and it's a fun time. It nothing crazy, but fun's the perfect word to describe it.
Yeah, it looks like a
Um,
chiller.
yeah, chill filler. Uh, with that being said, we can move on into our main review. First, I'm going to start with a spoiler-free summary. Then we'll give our spoiler-free thoughts, and then we'll talk spoilers. The summary is as follows. Science teacher Rylan Grace wakes up on a spaceship with no recollection of who he is or how he got there. As soon as his memory slowly returns, he soon discovers he must solve the riddle behind a mysterious substance that's causing the sun to die out. As details of the mission unravel, he calls on his scientific training and sheer ingenuity, but he may not have to do it alone. What did you guys think? Let's start with Nick.
No, no,
Nick, what
no.
did you
I think we
think
should
of
start
Project
with
Hail
the
Mary?
guest. Sorry.
All right,
Oh
all
really?
right,
Okay.
What did?
All right, Mr. Guest.
Starting it off a little hot, guys. I don't know if I am allergic to fun or whatever it is, but I did not. I didn't get it. I didn't get what everyone was talking about. At least, I think when I went into it, I for some reason just through like trailers and like little clips online, I thought it would be like a lot more serious of a movie for some reason. Um, but I didn't realize it was gonna be like kind of like a feel good family movie. Um, like that's just not what I expected. So going into it, I like didn't understand the tone. Um, but like it was a fun movie. Like all in all, it's like it is a fun movie. It's a really good movie. Um, it's just not what I expected going in.
What did you
Uh,
expect from the film?
for some reason, I expected like it was gonna be more of a. I thought it'd be a little weirder or
Hmm.
something. I don't know why. I thought that it was gonna be more like a little serious, a little more like. Personally, for some reason, I didn't buy like how it was like so chill with seeing an alien. Um, like I don't know, like seeing an alien is so not chill, and he was like so chill with it. Like I thought it was gonna be like a more like not scary, but more like a surprising thing and a more like relationship developing based on, like getting to know each other, which they like did. But for some reason I thought it would be a little more mature. It felt like the way that I was saying it, it felt like a really high budget Disney Channel original movie, which isn't a bad thing. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Interesting.
No, Ilan, did you have thoughts, or can I?
No, 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 no. Go ahead.
Okay. Um, I see your perspective. I very much enjoyed the film.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with it. I thought it was really, yeah, I thought it was really wholesome. Um, it really did just like bring up my mood, and it also gave me like a serious kind of engaging story that like
Yeah.
made the stakes and the seriousness of it kind of like make sense.
Mhm.
But I will say that I feel like I am noticing a pattern with the two directors. What are their names? Do you know their names, Ellen?
Phil
It's like
Lord and
Phil
Chris
Lord.
Miller.
Yeah, Chris Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah, Phil Lord and Chris Miller, where their main characters are kind of like man children, and
Yeah.
like they're like it's man children like growing up and making big boy decisions or something like that.
Yeah.
We see this in the Lego movie. We see this to an extent, or not to an extent. We see this into and across the Spider Verse, and now with Project Hail Marys.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Definitely, I
Of
completely forgot
course.
about that. Yeah, so I noticed this pattern of like, yeah, it's just kind of childish man children like learning, growing up, and I don't necessarily have I don't have a problem with that because it does make an interesting, engaging story.
Mhm.
I always end up like I've always been a big fan of Phil Lord and Chris Miller. I think we were absolutely
Yeah.
robbed, especially after watching this movie, robbed of not getting a solo movie. Oh my god, that would have been perfect. Alon, like I feel so sorry for you.
Yeah, they were. Don't even. That movie's a sore subject.
Sorry, I didn't know I was hitting a nerve, but I like just I kept thinking about that while watching this. I was like, dude, this would have been if this was like Star Wars. Oh my god, practical aliens. Like I don't know whoever they wanted to be the star. I think Andrew Elkrich, whatever his name is, still as like
Alden Aaron, Aaron Wright. I
him.
mean, he did play him still.
No, I know, but
He still played him. Yeah.
if he was like directed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller, and it would have been it would have I don't know. I kept thinking about that, but yeah, like overall, I had a lot of fun with this film, and I guess I didn't know what to expect because I knew it was going to be like a lighter tone, but I also saw like they were dealing with like real death defying subjects, so I kind of didn't.
Mhm.
I went into the film not really expecting anything out of it other than I guess that light tone, and I feel like honestly it was a lot darker than I thought it was going to be, and
Right.
but I
Yeah, we had
appreciated
like
that.
different expectations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but I appreciated that. Like, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Like, I guess we'll talk about this in spoilers. But now I shall pass it off to you, Alon. What did you think of the film?
Yeah, I had a really great time with it. I thought Ryan Gosling was
For
fantastic. I thought he
sure.
gave a
Mhm.
really nice and nuanced performance of like a reluctant hero that's gonna save the world, even though he doesn't want to. I thought his dynamic with Rocky was really wholesome and really beautiful and honestly really touching. And it really made me fall in love with the character of Rocky, even though he is literally a rock that says
Mhm.
like nothing
Mhm.
for, well, he says stuff, but like he's
Yeah.
kind of like a child, like the way he speaks
Mhm.
almost,
Yeah.
like kind of just like echoing what he's hearing
I will
almost.
say, like,
Mhm.
sorry, real quick to
Um,
interrupt you. I did see the design of Rocky from like the
Go
trailers,
ahead.
and I was like, that's the alien. Like, I'm supposed to like that.
Yeah.
But then the
Dude,
movie,
thank you. I did not buy that. I didn't buy
but
that.
I will say the movie sold me. The movie sold me. Like, I was into
Yeah,
Rocky's
yeah, yeah.
design and everything afterwards. I was like, yeah, this is dope.
Yeah, I'm okay with him being the alien, but at first, it's like, dude, is we really just a rock
Yeah,
alien?
yeah,
Are we
yeah. I
for
felt
real?
that. I felt that. But yeah, continue on.
That's funny. What's it called? So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was shot really, really well. I thought the
Yes.
score was really good. The score is something that
Mm-hmm.
really stood out to me. Like it's not the type of score you would imagine for this type of film,
Yeah.
but it's like fun and inspiring. I really enjoyed that. I liked like the general character played by Sandra Hüller. Thought she was really well written and well performed.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? The set pieces were really great. Like I know that they actually built like a real like ship that
Yeah, the set
actually like
design was actually really
spinned.
good.
Yeah, that actually like moved. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so like when you see Ryan Gosling like actually moving, like he's legit
Yeah,
moving, which I think is really cool.
a lot of this film is pretty
Um,
is practical, which I'm very
yeah,
very impressed and happy about.
Yeah.
yeah, and I thought while there was a lot of sciencey talk, which we'll get more into like what the movie's actually about in spoilers, but while there was a lot of sciencey spiel and a lot of science jib jab,
Mm-hmm.
um, I feel like they made it in a way that was digestible. And while even though you don't fully understand it, you're like, okay, like I can follow along with what's going on here, and it's kind of making sense to me, you know?
For
Yeah.
sure,
Yeah.
I think that's very skilled writing, from their part.
Yeah,
And I would also agree, and it also made you feel smart when you did understand. You're like, oh, okay, like, yeah, like, yeah, I totally get what why Venus is or why Venus makes them reproduce, like 100%. Like,
Yeah, of course.
it just makes you feel cool.
yeah. Yeah, the movie trusts you. Like they
Yeah.
don't really hold your hand. Like they trust you to follow
Mhm.
along. And it makes it for like a rewarding experience. I feel like when watching.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. I wanted to say, I know that you mentioned Ryan Gosling. His performance is really like the star of this movie, I feel like. And I wanted to ask you guys, do you think this movie would be like anywhere near as good as it is now without him as the main star?
I don't know. I don't know if there's another actor that can like give this type of
Mm-hmm.
performance and like really sell it the way that he did. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
That's a
Yeah,
great
I don't
I
think
question.
would
so.
say like Ryan Gosling just like has a particular charm and like boyishness to him, and just like he's a generally comedic actor. I would describe him like he
Mm-hmm.
has a good
Me
sense of like
too.
comedy and timing and just like a sense of humor about him. That I feel like other actors. I'm trying to think of like other actors who kind of like fit within the genre of Ryan Gosling. Like,
Like Glenn Powell,
yeah,
maybe.
Not even.
yeah, but he's
But
still too
maybe, but
he's a little too green still. Like he doesn't have the same years of
yeah.
experience as Ryan.
Like Ryan Gosling seems like he seems so real,
Yeah.
and that's the thing about this movie.
Yeah.
Low-key a flaw that I have about it, I think, is that Ryan Gosling's character to me is just Ryan
Yeah,
Gosling.
I could see that.
Which is that's why I wanted to bring in Fall Guy. Is I feel like some movies are falling into a trap where they love Ryan Gosling's personality so much, and I do too, but they just like end up making their main character just Ryan
Hmm.
Gosling, which is like it's really interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of actors that's like that, like
Yeah.
where they're just like playing the like kind of like just different versions of themselves in every movie. which isn't
Yeah.
necessarily a bad thing. But I don't know if I can agree with that in that movie. I feel like here, I feel like Grace is kind of like his own type of character. It's not like anything I've seen. Like I feel like it's a different type of role for Ryan Gosling. I don't know.
Uh,
Mm.
I'm not gonna say it's like very similar. I think he does play like more generally like cool guys, like
Yeah.
suave, charismatic guys or whatever. And so this is a very different performance from his. But I do think from also just from what I've seen of like interviews and other things, I'm just like, oh, this is also just like Ryan Gosling being himself to a certain extent. I guess all acting is like
Yeah.
that, to a certain extent. But uh, he does very much like have very similar mannerisms throughout all of his films that like indicate like charm or just like make him want to like you. I guess all actors are like that as well. It's hard to describe, but
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. I wouldn't agree with it as much in this film. I see
Yeah.
elements of it,
Yeah.
but overall, I do think this is a more unique performance from
Yeah,
all of
in the
them.
spoiler
Yeah.
one, I think I'll get a little more into like certain things that I feel like the writing for me, I feel like they made the character of Grace like not have that much of a backstory, so that's why like in the spoilers, I'll get more into that, I think, with my
Okay.
critique.
I last before we move into spoilers, last thing I quickly want to touch on is: do you guys think that this is gonna be like in contention for best actor? Like, like
Yeah, I don't
I think
know.
it
It's
could be.
weird. I don't see this movie. It's weird. I don't know if it's just me. I don't see this movie getting a lot of Oscar buzz.
Yeah, I unfortunately agree. I think, like, I don't.
I don't think it'll win much. But I think it'll get nominated maybe for like visual effects.
Mm,
And maybe
Yeah,
production
maybe
design.
soundtrack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah, I
I
don't
feel
know.
like it
I
feels like
think
too
it
much
could
of a
be.
feel good movie to get Oscar buzz, which sounds fucked up, but like the Oscars are annoying that way.
if Oscars
Yeah, they
2026
look
has
sad.
a Ryan Gosling as best actor, that's how we know the world has changed, bro. Like, we live in a different
Yeah, for
era
real.
than what we did 10 years ago, dog. Like,
Yeah, that would be
it'd
insane.
be
If like
crazy.
Project Hail Mary actually gets a bunch of noms, like that does show like film is low-key
Film
changing,
is
guys.
not for real. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd be interested to see. I would like to see that, and I definitely think it's gonna get
Yeah, I
like
would like
a
to see it
special
get some.
effects a nominee.
Yeah, definitely. Or
Especially
low-key even a
because like
supporting actor role.
for Rocky,
That'd be pretty cool to see him get anything in
yeah,
the
he
award
he
cycle.
he was practical, so I think that's a really cool thing to keep in
For
mind.
sure.
Is that
Yeah, I
like
think they might give him some glory with that stuff.
yeah. I think we can probably move into spoilers. With that being said, if you haven't seen the movie and you plan to, which you should, now's a good time to click off. So yeah, Angel, I'm gonna let you dive into your like more spoilery thoughts on
Oh yeah,
kind of let you elaborate
my
on what you were saying.
main thing that I wanted to talk about and like get your guys like opinion on was the character of Grace. And I was talking to my girlfriend about it. We watched it at different times. Uh, but she also loved the movie. I feel that's why I also do feel like such a loser for not liking this movie. Um, but I feel like with the character of Grace, he doesn't have that much of a backstory as much as I want him to. I feel like the main overarching theme of this movie is kind of like friendship and isolation, that kind of thing, or like
Mm,
community needing people, that type of stuff. And I feel like you don't know that much about Ryan Gosling's or about Grace and why he is like why does he need a friend? Why does this friendship with The Rock matter to him? Other than the fact that he's alone in space, like it doesn't seem like he was that alone in Earth. And also it just seems like I don't know much about his character on Earth.
yeah, I get that. We learned that like he was kind of like ostracized by the scientific community for his like ideas.
Yeah, for that one
And then
thing, right?
and then he kind of just spends his time like teaching kids, which are like unmolded by like biases of like the world or whatever.
Mhm.
Um, Whatever.
He also had an ex girlfriend
We can only,
that he talked
yeah,
to.
we can only, and then, sorry, what were you saying?
Oh no, I was gonna say like yeah, he also has an ex girlfriend that was also kind of like he got ostracized by her as well. So we can like kind of see
Mm,
that sort of example.
Yeah, we got like small bits and pieces, but
yeah.
I think the point of his character is that he has nothing. I think that's kind of the point, is that he's like alone. And before all this, it's like he was kind of like okay with it. He enjoyed where he was, which is why like he's like reluctant to go on this mission, which to his knowledge is like a one-way ticket essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I also feel like I also feel like the film makes it clear that he's not necessarily antisocial in the fact that like he's okay with not being alone or he doesn't want to be alone, especially in the opening sequence with him like giving the dead crew members like a funeral, like a really proper like respectful funeral, and also like when he is
Hmm.
interacting with the crew members when they're alive on the space station before launching. um it's kind of like clear that like he does enjoy their presence and he does enjoy people
Yeah.
overall. It's more I think people don't enjoy him, or that's kind of like what they're trying to
Yeah.
say. So I think I don't. Yeah, I it was weird when she did say. I'm not gonna lie, it was weird when she said like, "Oh, you have like no, not even like a family or anything like that." And I was,
Yes, Al at the end of the
yeah,
movie.
exactly. And I was like, well, there's definitely like a story there. Like, why is that the case? Um,
Yeah.
but like I said, or what Alon said, I don't think necessarily like knowing his backstory or knowing what happened is like necessary or the point, because the point was like him
Hmm.
finding, or at least to me, the point was like him finding, um, yeah, almost like that found family within like everyone, even if, or
Yeah.
at least within the rock alien
I,
or
I
anything like that.
I just felt like I low-key felt more connected to Rocky than I did with
Mm-hmm.
Grace, just because I felt like knowing that, like, I felt like Rocky had more of a backstory than Grace, like knowing that Rocky had his like girl like the planet with him and stuff like that, like that made me feel like, oh, like I feel bad for Rocky, like I want Rocky to go home. With Ryan, I didn't really I didn't really care that much. I was like, yeah, whatever. Like he doesn't really have anything, it seems like, and it's whatever. And I guess that is the point, and like I'm starting to understand that more. But I don't know. I felt like I guess that's like a personal issue,
No,
and it's just
yeah,
like I couldn't
it's
buy
just your
that.
opinion, and
Like
that's
I
fine.
really buy Rocky more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like the sciencey aspects, like the whole like astrophage and like learning about the way it like
Yeah.
works and the way it feeds on the sun. Like I thought that was all really fun. I thought the movie was really funny as well. A lot of visual like comedy
Mhm.
with Rocky and like them learning to communicate. That was really fun. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just the type of movie that makes you like love movies. Like it's just one of those movies. I would put it like in the same like scale as like One Battle After Another or Oppenheimer, where it's just like it celebrates film,
Really.
not like in
Yeah.
quality, but I'm saying
No, yeah, but just in like
in the
feeling,
sense
yeah.
that like it like celebrates film as like a medium, and it's like you gotta see it in
Mhm.
theaters, and it's a whole
Yeah.
yeah. It's just like I feel like it's like a big thing,
It's very
and
pure. It's very
yeah,
not cynical at all.
yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it
I have a question actually.
yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
sorry. What format did you guys watch it in?
Regular, unfortunately.
Regular
Okay,
smegular
yeah,
over
that's
here.
what I was gonna say. I watched it in regular too. I wish I watched it in IMAX
Yeah,
because I think I also would have gotten
damn,
a way better
damn
feeling
Regal
from
not
that
giving
movie.
free like IMAX with their service.
No, for real.
Bro, they gave so much for Ready or Not. Like it was so annoying.
Oh, it's fucked up. But yeah,
Yeah,
no. Yeah, I just think on all aspects, genuinely, I do think it is a good family film as well. Like I
Yeah.
did see a few like families at my theater, and I was
yeah.
like, oh,
I mean, there's nothing
I feel like I don't
inappropriate
see that
about it.
anymore.
There's no reason why you can't take like a kid that loves like space to this movie. Like, there's no like cussing. There's no inappropriate stuff. So,
Hmm.
is it
Yeah.
PG? I wouldn't be surprised. I guess
I think it's
probably
PG
because of like,
13.
I think it has to be. It has to be PG. It feels like a PG
I think it's
movie.
PG 13 because they inject him and they'll talk about death maybe and
yeah,
gore
that
scenes.
must be it. But like, other than that,
Oh
it
my god, are you
really is
serious?
like, yeah, it is PG-13. Um,
That is
I guess
so
because of like the
stupid.
content, like the context is like dark or whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
just overall, it's a good time
Oh
at the
my god.
movies, and it reminds me why I love filmmaking so much and the magic that
Yeah.
like cinema could be. That's like I guess
For
my
sure.
my, my,
Yeah, that's a
my
good
my
point.
concluding point.
Yeah. It's a. It really is just like a fun watch overall.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say like my only thing is like, and I feel like I say this about every movie now, is like I feel like it drags at some point, especially towards like the end
Hmm.
when they are
Yup,
concluding things a
bro.
little bit. Um,
Yeah, the ending. There could have been like 5 endings in that movie.
yeah, that's very true. Yeah, I could agree with that. Um, but but yeah, like but overall, it kind of does make me. I don't know if I'm explaining this well, but I do think there are a lot of like not false moments of tension, not necessarily because they're not
Mm-hmm.
tension, but because like either one, it's a backstory, so like I kind of know the outcome, so like kind of playing it off as it
Yup.
is tension, is a little
Yup.
like tiring. Or two, it's like we just got out of a problem and then we're like, okay, cool, another problem after like this great moment of like success. We're gonna go back down
Yeah.
and then we're gonna
Yeah.
go back up when I know
I
that it's like
agree.
not gonna mean anything or it's gonna just end up being okay. Like no one's gonna die.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes.
so I told I felt that more towards like the very end when like especially when like a lot of when they did resolve the star killer problem, like when they found a way to kill it,
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I get it now. We can wrap things up. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. It seemed like that should have really started closing the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it
I do
is. It is
appreciate
quite
what we
long.
got more out of it.
It is a long movie.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I agree with what Nick is saying though. Like, I feel like Grace has so much plot armor that because since it is just a movie about like he is the only character other than the alien, so it's like when he's gonna go out on this little mission where he's risking his life, we all know he's not gonna die. Like, I don't know, like stuff like that made it like the tension for that made me feel a little weird. Like, um, but it's also just hard to do that because you want to have that moment where you're like, oh shit, what's gonna
yeah, for
happen?
sure.
But it's definitely hard to do that with all that plot
Hmm.
armor. I also wanted to know your guys' thoughts about like the pacing of it, of like the going back and forth and
Yeah, I
stuff.
thought it was a cool storytelling method.
Same.
Like the way that they play with like what you know and when you know it. I thought it worked for
Mhm.
me.
Yeah, it worked for me too. I also thought I liked the way that they played into it within the actual story of like Grace remembering these fragments of his life, as the movie goes on. Or I
Mhm.
don't know if they made that 100% like that's what that was, but that's kind of how I
Yeah, I
interpret it.
didn't
That's
know.
kind of how I interpreted it, but I like the way that they played into it within the story as well. I was like, oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, I was really confused with that. I'm glad that he brought that up because I didn't really know if he ever knew this stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's
Like,
kind of another thing where I'm like, it doesn't. I mean, it might matter contextually, but it doesn't really
yeah, it's not
matter.
really important.
At the end of the day, the main story is the relationship between Grace and the Rock, and also the sciencey bit of it all, which I was completely satisfied
Yeah.
on all fronts on that. All quiet on the Western
Yeah,
Front.
I think that's something that got me a little bit uptight was the like moving back and forth so much and then like the backstory stuff, it felt like it didn't matter that much, so it felt like sometimes it was taking up too much time and I just wanted to see like more of Rocky and Grace, but that's probably just like my uh addicted mind to like attention, like I need the cool stuff to happen.
I get you. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Overall, it was a
overall,
fun time at the
great
movie.
movie.
I enjoyed it. Um, yeah. Do you guys have any
Yeah.
other final finishing thoughts?
No, I'm excited to see these guys. I love these two directors. 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street are like two of my favorite movies ever. So seeing them make movies is always awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Go watch, please. I'd love to see this go beyond obviously their budget, more than that. Give it a billion dollars to Project Hail Mary, $1 billion to Chris Miller and Phil Lord. I think I said those names in reverse. But yeah, just great time overall. Please go watch.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
With that being said, that's it for episode 30 of Popcorn Problems. Thank you guys for joining us. And thank you to our guest Angel for joining us. It's been great having you on the
Yes,
podcast.
thank you guys.
Of course.
It's been a great
Of
time.
course.
Big ups to the podcast problem boys. Podcast
Popcorn
problems to the moon.
Popcorn Problems.
I said
Yeah,
podcast
you
problems.
totally did.
Yo, we're at hour something
yeah,
on this.
Yeah. It's late. Don't worry.
My words are stumbling, but
Let's chill.
the meaning is still
Yes.
there. Popcorn problems to the
Yes,
moon.
sir.
PP to the moon, guys.
moon.
Yes, sir.
If you guys made it this far, you're a real MVP. We'll be back next week reviewing They Will Kill You. In the meantime, you can hit us up on socials at Popcorn Problems Pod and let us know what you thought of Project Hail Mary. Don't forget to follow, rate us 5 stars on whatever platform you're using, and DM us your hottest takes and suggestions. We will see you next time. Peace.
Have a good one.